I'm Kyla.
And I'm Kaylee. And this is
The Bookshelf Door.
So these are my bookshelves, and they're beautiful, and they took forever to get them to this point in their existence. But anyway, they're organized by color. And yeah. So starting over here. Oh yeah, by the way, Kyla's behind the scenes today.
Woohoo!
So thumbs up for behind the scenes work.
Yeah!
Okay, so up here we have The Sisters Grimm, A Very Good Guide. And as we've said multiple times, The Sisters Grimm is fabulous, and this is just the guide. So we're big fans. Big friends.
Big friend fans.
And then we have A Court of Thorns and Roses right here by the lovely Sarah J. Maas. And it's so good. And go read it. We discussed this. Go read it right now. And then 2 copies of Queen of Shadows for reasons that are both
For reasons.
And then 6 of Crows, which the lovely Kyla got me for my birthday.
And it's so good, and she still hasn't read it.
No, I'm sorry. I've been kind of busy. Then right here we have Poison Study by Maria V. Schneider. It is so good. I wasn't expecting to love it as much as I did, but it's really good. I've only read the first book, but I love it. I have Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead, which is a pretty good series. Not my favorite, but it's still pretty good. I read all of them. Then Forever by Maggie Stiefvater. I remember really loving this series, but I don't know exactly how I feel about it now. Book of 1,000 Days by, who's this by? Shannon Hill, who wrote the Goose Girl series. Haven't read that yet. The Battle of the Labyrinth, which is the Percy Jackson book, number 4. Still haven't read it. Then Ruby Red, which is beautiful and amazing series. And I am so mad because I got a little dot right there for something.
Oh, yeah. I hate
Probably
that.
from school or something. Then we have Sisters Grimm's books 1 and 5. Mm-hmm. Then we have Harry Potter book 2 in soft cover. Since then I've purchased it in hardcover. So then A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens in this beautiful classic edition. I still haven't read it. Then
You've never read The Christmas Carol?
I haven't read it yet. I've seen like the play, but I haven't read it. It looks really good.
Yeah.
Then I have The Hogwarts Library, Quidditch to the Ages, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Tales of Beetle the Bard.
Oh, I was thinking it was the, like, Scrooge story. Like, what is it?
Christmas Carol? Yeah, it's the Scrooge.
Oh, it is!
Yeah.
So, yeah, you should have read...
Have you read it?
Yeah, we read it, like, a lot during Christmas. You know,
Oh.
Tradition.
Man, I need to read it now. Okay, I have Allegiant by Veronica Roth, which is... We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that.
Then Catching Fire. And then The Wrath and the Dawn, which is beautiful and amazing, and it's my baby, and I love it, and oh, so many emotions. Then this beautiful baby right here
Is horrible.
I haven't read it yet, but it's so beautiful. Just, I mean, I probably won't read it anytime soon, but I mean, it's... There's nothing more to say about that, so. And then we've got The Elite by Kira Cass, which is the second book in the Selection series. So it's really good, by the way, just saying. Then we have Enna Burning, which is the second book in the Goose Girl series. My favorite out of all of them. They're so good. Well, the first book isn't. This is the only good book. And River Secrets was okay. Yeah. So, then we have Requiem by Lauren Oliver from the Delirium series. Also a really good series. You should go read that too. And then next we have Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets book 2 in hardcover because I needed both. So then The Other Sun by Alexandra Shoulderbob.
Shoulderbob?
I don't know how to say that.
I know, this is funny. Sorry.
But we won this in a giveaway from BookCon and I still haven't read it. Then we have Reach by Ali Condi, which is okay. Matched is better, which is actually not on my shelf. I just realized. My friend's borrowing that book. But Reach, and then we have this cute little block. This is Be Yourself. Nobody does it better. Because I love cute little things like that. And then moving on down to the next shelf, which is orange and yellow. So we have the Animal Atlas right here to keep my books from falling over. I have Smells Like Dog, which I read a long time ago. And then we have Spells, which is the second book in the Wings series. The Wings series is fantastic, by the way. I love it. Oh my gosh. I want to reread all these. Maybe a bookshelf tour was a bad idea. And then I have the Lord of the Rings bind up. I've only read the first book, and I kind of zoned out because I was confused. Then Ember in the Ashes, which is beautiful, by the way. I don't like the second cover. It looks weird.
Really?
It doesn't match.
Yeah, the colors are a bit weird.
But it's amazing. I love it so much, and it's so easy to read and get into this world. So, yeah. And then Illusions, which is third book in the Wings series, The Darkest Minds by Alexander Bracken, which is beautiful, and I love it. I haven't read the second book yet. So, but I read the first one and I loved it. And Pandemonium, which is second book in Delirium series, End of Days by Susan E., which is part of the Angel Fall series.
Angel Fall series.
Tales of Beetle the Bard. Then the sixth book in the Sisters Grimm series. Then we come to my big classic Claire books, which are big biggies. And they're so wonderful. And City of Glass and City of Fallen Angels. I actually didn't really like City of Fallen Angels.
It wasn't that one all about Simon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. Simon's awesome and I love him, but
Yeah,
I need more Clary and Jace, please.
Yeah, so that's, and then City of Glass, which is fabulous.
Best favorite.
Then The Leanin' Dog by K.A. Nuzum. Okay, so I used to hate reading in elementary school, but I loved animals. So my parents were like, we'll just put books and animals together, and she'll love to read. And it didn't really work. Then The Martian by Andy Weir. Beautiful. And it's hilarious. I love it. Then Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas, which is so far I don't know if I'd call it my least favorite book in the series, but not one of my favorites. But it's still good, okay? Then fifth book in the Vampire Academy series, Spirit Bound. Then the eighth book in the Sisters Grimm. And Smells Like Treasure, which is the second book to the Smells Like Dog. Haven't read it yet. Killer Instinct, which is the second book in the Natural series. And it's like, if you've ever seen the TV show Psych, I'd recommend it like that. And Legend by Marie Lu. I still haven't read the last book. I read the first and the second, but they're also fabulous. Then there's Dr. Seuss quote, which is the more that you read, the more that you know, the more that you learn, the more places you'll go. So, yeah. And then my aunt made this little thing. It's supposed to be me reading, and it's really cute. So, then we have my beautiful Harry Potter on display, the picture book. And it's really good. I really want to reread it like that. So I guess we'll see how it goes with my reading. Such and such. This is my greenish bluish section. And it's pretty good looking, if I do say so myself. We have Ignite Me, my favorite book in the entire universe. I love it so much. It's the third book in the Shatter Me series, and it's so good. It's fabulous. Oh my goodness.
Let's just say Warner, maybe.
Yeah, Warner. Nothing else to say. Then The Retribution of Mara Dyer, which is also beautiful, but the book itself is kind of bad. Actually, really bad. Yeah, Goose Girl, which is the last like 40 pages are spectacular, but it's really slow to get into. We have Nerds by Michael Buckley. Michael Buckley wrote The Sisters Grimm, and so I needed to buy Nerds. I haven't read it yet. Then The Dog of Charlotte Hayes, which is, I didn't like it, but it was part of that dog period phase, so there's that. Then Linger by Maggie Stiefvater, which is the second book in the Shiver series. Then we have my collector's edition of Insurgent, because I already had it in hardcover, but I need the collector's edition too. So, yeah. Then City of Bones by Cassie Clare, first book in the Mortal Instruments. Go read it right now. Then The Kiss of Deception. Then we have Insurgent. Insurgent regular copy, so no, whatever. Then the fourth Sisters Grimm book. Then Emerald Green, which is beautiful. The Lightning Thief, Percy Jackson, which is really beautiful and really good and really funny. I've read it twice now. So, then the third Harry Potter book in softcover. Then Entwined, which is really pretty, but I still haven't read it. And the sixth and the third book in the Vampire Academy series. Then The Iron Trial by Holly Black and Cassie Clare, which I won in a giveaway on Facebook, and it's signed by both of them. Haven't read it, but they're both, I haven't read Holly Black, but Cassie Clare and Holly Black are both fabulous people, and they're hilarious, so I'm sure that book will be really good. Then my favorite book in the Parental Devices is Clockwork Prince. And my other books.
That was smooth, kind of. Not really.
Good job, Kyla. A for effort.
Thanks.
Then we have Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson, and it's a floppy book.
I love floppy books.
They could be a bird, like just baka.
Baka. Did you even do that?
Then the 6th Harry Potter book in hardcover. It's good. Read Harry Potter. What are you doing with your life? Talking to you, Kyla. Then Heir of Fire by Sarah J. Maas, which is amazing. There's only one thing I don't like about it, and you meet a certain person in it, and that's who I don't like.
He can go die.
Yeah, he can go die. Oh. Then we have Life and Death and Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. Then behind that baby, we've got The Lost Hero, which I got on Thrift Books, so it's really damaged. These are my blue shelves, in the Roy G. Biv. That's the Biv section. My blue and violet purplish. So we've got The Selection and Shiver. We've been through what these books are. And then the, Second Sisters Grimm book and the 9th. I actually think the 9th might be my favorite. That one was really good. Then we have Kavik the Wolf Dog. I didn't like it, but my dad read it when he was in 4th grade and loved it, so I pretended I loved it. He read it to me, and I was like, yeah, it's really good, but I really didn't like it. Then we have Meet Your Match by Lindsay Armstrong. I haven't read it, but I met her at Comic-Con, and she's one of my aunt's friends, and it's really tiny, so I'll get to it eventually because it sounds really cool. Then The Naturals by Maggie Barnes, which is the first book in that Psych series, natural series that I talked about. Alive by Scott Sigler. I haven't read it yet.
It's really good, though. You guys should go check it out.
Kyla's read most of these. And I have The Testing. I haven't read it. My mom recommended it to me. So, then Wings and Destined, first and last book in the series. 4, Undertow by Michael Buckley. I haven't read it yet, but it's Michael Buckley, so I had to buy it. Then The Game of Love and Death, which is really pretty, and I kind of want to get it out, but I don't. So we're going to leave it right there. But
Let's
it's
just
really
zoom in on it.
Yeah, get in real close to that, baby. Yeah, it's really pretty, and it's like matte. So, this book is bugging me. Can't go in anymore. Ha-ha! Okay. Next little section, we have Salt to the Sea by Ruta Sepetys. Then Forestborn, which is creepy. The Witches by Roald Dahl. Then we have Vanished by Meg Cabot. And Kyla recommended it to me a long time ago.
Okay.
The Grimm Legacy, which I got because of the Sisters Grimm, and so I figured, Grimm's in the name. I'll probably like it. It was okay. Then River Secrets by Shannon Howe, which is okay. I need to come up with a better word. Delirium, which is fantastic. It's so good. Then The Titan's Curse, which is the 3rd. I'm going out of order here, but that's okay. We'll go back over there. These Broken Stars, which is pretty beautiful, and I gotta read that soon. Then The Bane Chronicles. So we've got City of Ashes and City of Lost Souls. And then Divergent in softcover. I don't know, I buy the first book in softcover, then the rest in hardcover, and they don't match. Which is annoying. Now I'm moving back over here, because we're going out of order, because we're rebels like that. The Last 13, I don't know what this is about. It's kind of cool looking, because it's blue and it has eyes and cool photos. Got Shatter Me and Unravel Me. Shatter Me isn't, it's good, but it's not frustrating. And so we're just going to have to deal with it like that. And then World After, which is 2nd book in Susan E.'s Angel Fall series. Really good. My favorite is still the first one, though. Then Never Fade, which I still haven't read, and Evolution of Mara Dyer, which is really good. Then Paranormal Seat, which is one of Kyla's favorite books.
Yes.
And I've only read the first book, and it was pretty good. And Soundless, which I actually have an arc of it. So, and I still haven't read it, even though it's already out. I have the 2nd book in the Nerd series. I still haven't read it. Then Lux, which is fantastic. I love it so much. The Lost Hero. This is the one that smells like cigarette, but I think I took care of that. But lots of Febreze and airing it out. Then Mockingjay, right here, by Suzanne Collins. Then The Coldest Girl in Cold Town and Crust, which was pointless in the series, I feel like. Then Harry Potter in hardcover. Then The Assassin's Blade, which is so good. Sam is my bae. Here's the second book in the Ruby Red series, which I got a different cover and I got it in soft cover, so it's hard, soft, hard. Then we have the second and fourth book in Vampire Academy. Then we have Possession right here. City of Heavenly Fire, Clockwork Angel, and Clockwork Princess, which actually are kind of the same color scheme, so they go on the same shelf and they look really good. Then we have Peeta and Katniss just chilling right here, and the Mockingjay pin, which we're going to move over. The Codex, and then the first Harry Potter book. And then the Angel Fall series, which I've talked about 3 times now. Read it right now. This beautiful thing that I'm holding in my hands should be in yours so you can read them. Then The Heir, which is my favorite book. It's like a spin-off of the Selection series, and it's my favorite. Then Happily Ever After, which I haven't read yet. My movie replica Hermione wand, because I was Hermione once for Halloween. I almost broke that, baby. Okay. And then Lady Midnight, which is beautiful. I haven't read it yet. I'm so ashamed of myself.
Oh, you have it. Yeah.
No, yeah, I have it, and it's signed. Like, it has this cool thing right there. And then if you go a couple more pages, and you get to, like, the sign page that authors usually sign, and you just turn to that, like, very slowly, and then when you open it, it goes, oh. So, that's how it works.
That's how it works.
And then we have some of my bookmarks. We have back here the Sea of Monsters, which is a library book, and it's really ugly, so I keep it back there. Then I have 1984 by George Orwell. I haven't finished it. I have The One by Carrie Cass. Then the lovely Between Shades of Grey, which is spectacular. It has a flap. I hate flaps.
Except on the City of Bones.
Oh, yeah,
paperbacks.
those are but it's so good. I cried like the whole thing. And it has romance in it, which is really cool for historical fiction. Then we have the Garth Nix Abortion trilogy. We have the Trusted books of Princess Academy, which I haven't read. The Maze Runner, which is okay, I've only read the first book. Then The Alliance, which is really good. I love it so much.
Ever.
Then Ella Enchanted, which I actually hate. I hate Ella Enchanted.
Oh, yeah.
I can't stand it. I read it twice, and I hated it so much.
We read it in Miss Pike's class.
Yeah, and I hated it. I never paid attention to it.
I thought it was okay. The movie's better.
Yeah. Then I have The Selection Stories, which is also in Happily Ever After, so. And Cinder, which I haven't read yet. I'm so ashamed. And New Moon and Twilight. I've read both of them. Twilight's pretty good. I didn't like New Moon. The Last Olympian, 5th book in the Percy Jackson series. Hunger Games and Fifth Wave. I actually didn't enjoy the Fifth Wave as much as other people have. I mean, it was good, but lots of people are like, it's fantastic, I love it, go read it. I wasn't that impressed with it. Getting down to our last column on this shelf, we have Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. And it's so freaking good. I think this is still my favorite book in the series. The first one. And it's so good. The characters are so lovable, and I love them. And because Kyla's my best friend, I will bring this book out.
Yes.
And show it to you guys and talk to you about it. This is The Winner's Curse, Kyla's favorite book of all time, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, favorite book of all time.
At least, like, single book. Not, like, series-wise.
Yeah. But, I read it, and she got my hopes up so high that I thought it was okay, but it wasn't my favorite. But it's Kyla's favorite, so you should go read it.
For my benefit.
There you go, Kyla.
Oh, okay.
This is kind of sad. Then I have A Madness So Discreet. Didn't you read this?
Mm-hmm.
Did you like it?
It was slow, and there's no romance in it whatsoever.
Really?
So that's what made it slow for me. It was still a really well-written book, and it's like a mystery kind of, like detective kind of. So it's still a good read. It's just, if you're not into, like, if you're one of those people who don't, like, really love romance, then that's the thing for you. But I need romance, and so that's why it's slow.
I know, for our non-existing
But the cover's gorgeous.
Yeah,
so.
that's all the reason for it. And the spine's beautiful too.
Oh my,
my gosh,
so
have you seen the back?
Yeah.
It looks like cracks.
Wait.
Look.
Oh.
I never noticed that.
They said it looks like crack.
Oh, after I said it, I realized cracks. Like,
yeah.
Oh, but look at it.
I thought that was just like, you can see lines in the book in the sunlight. That's what I thought it was at first. It's so pretty.
I know, it's like a bunch of little, like, it's shattering.
It's shattering.
Is it pretty naked? Oh! Kyla!
I didn't know that part.
Oh,
see, it's
I never
gorgeous.
looked at it naked. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got Half a King, which I got at Comic-Con for free because I spent money on books. I haven't read it.
It looks pretty though. I think I've seen that somewhere.
Oh, it looks pretty.
I think I've seen that on Bookstore.
But there's that. Then I have Let Me Die in His Footsteps, which I haven't read yet.
But that cover's gorgeous too.
It is. It
And
looks
the title's pretty cool too.
It's like trying to be, like those crappy erasers? Looks like it's been tried to be erased by those.
There you
on
go.
the end of those pencils that like are useless.
Yeah, and so annoying. And it ruins your paper.
That's what it looks like. Okay.
But it's like stylish. It doesn't look bad. Ooh, and then
My beautiful City of Bones in hardcover and Clockwork Angel in their new edition covers because I needed to have them and they were only like $6 a piece. So why not? And they look beautiful there.
they look beautiful here.
All of my like weird herb guides, Hunger Games guides, all of those like non-fiction type books in there and my yearbook.
And these ones.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna mention these ones because they helped me get through a rough time. So I had a cat that died because got hit by a car and its legs broke and it died. And it made me, I was really, really upset. Like he was my buddy, like my best friend then. And so this is called Cat Heaven. And it's really good if you like had a pet that passed away. And it just tells you like once the cats die, like what goes on in heaven and how great their life is in heaven. And it like really made me feel better about it and it really helped me get through it. So
Aww.
my bookmarks, most of them. The Eyes, which was one of Kyla's favorite books.
It is my
It is
favorite.
one?
Yes, I love that book, especially when you just reread it. It's so good.
YOLO Juliet, which I read, and it's really easy to understand, but it gets all the important stuff from Romeo and Juliet. So it's really good and it has lots of pictures.
And emojis.
Yeah. And then this beautiful, amazingly spectacular book by Connor Franta, A Work in Progress, which is his memoir, and it's fabulous. Oh, it's so good. Then we have My True Love Gave to Me, which I still haven't finished because I didn't really like it. And then After Hello, which is beautiful. Look at that cover skills. It's okay. That's all I gotta say about it. Then We Were Liars, which is so good. And oh my goodness. Oh, these contemporary books make me so happy. And Every Last Word, which I still haven't read yet, but it's like indented and like raised, and I love it. So, and Eleanor and Park, which is fabulous, and I hope she like writes a spin-off when they're like 30. I don't know
That
if
would
she
be
was like,
awesome.
yeah, like after then Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. Okay, so we have Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, and if you've read it, you'll know what Carry On is. I haven't read Carry On yet. Binge by Tyler Oakley, which is so beautiful. A+ for covers. Oh, I love Tyler. He's so funny. Then we have Really Professional Internet Person, which is actually pretty good. It has some really beautiful pictures in here. And yeah, if you've seen like Jen's Top 10, there's stuff like that in there. Then we have I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson, which I haven't finished yet, but I'm really planning on it. I have this rock that Kyla made for me.
Oh, look at that. Just beautiful.
In first grade. Yeah,
Skills.
Good job. We're painting pet rocks in science on Tuesday. So he'll have a buddy. Then we have I Love You More Than Cupcakes, which my mom got for me. Which my mom loves her cupcakes. I'm just saying. So then we have Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. And Kyla and I love this book because we can relate to it so much.
The characters are so relatable.
Being best friends and all.
Mm-hmm.
And it's beautiful. So then we have Because of Winn-Dixie, which is really good. Read it in 4th grade. Then Safe Haven by Nicholas Sparks. I have The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out the Window and Disappeared. Haven't read it yet, but it seems really funny and interesting. Then Looking for Alaska and Paper Towns and The Fault in Our Stars, my little John Green section. I love all of his books. My least favorite is Paper Towns. My favorite is The Fault in Our Stars. But yeah. Then we have The Giver by Lewis Lowry, which is in this beautiful cover form. How to Steal a Dog. More of that dog period phase. Then Love, Stargirl, and Stargirl. I haven't finished Love, Stargirl, but Stargirl's wonderful. I've read it like 3 times now. I love it. Then A Healing Spirit, which I haven't read yet. But, yeah, looks pretty decent. Then Hope Was Here, which my great-grandma got me for Christmas or my birthday, I can't remember. But she got it for me. Then Just One Day, which is okay. It's just okay. So. Then Amy Rogers' Epic Detour, which I haven't read yet. My Life Next Door, and I don't know if I'm going to read My Life Next Door. Then we have Stephanie Perkins' works of art that are Anna, Lola, and Isla. My favorite is Lola. And my next one, Cricket. I seriously want to name one of my kids Cricket. Like, legit Cricket. I want to name one of my kids that. I love it so much. And that is the end of my bookshelf tour. And hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. Love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Say bye.
Bye, guys.